Thanks everybody for joining the call, and if you listen to replay, you will get some good content today. My name is Jack Hopman, and I'm ready to roll. So this is actually a kind of a redo what we did in December about the prospecting method. But the reality was, so many of you guys jumped on the offer that our server had a problem. So we fixed them, and the capacity is now much higher than before. So we can still open the doors again for a limited of members. So how to prospect business owners who are spending thousands of dollars for pennies? So where is which? I think I saw a post from Earl yesterday, and he said, you know, which kind of clients do you want to prospect? Is that somebody who begins, somebody who is struggling, he needs help, somebody who has a good business and already has a marketing budget? Which type of clients do you like to work with? Do you think will end up the most success? Okay, do I get some feedback today, or I only work today? Business will make money. Yes, correct. I want to work with anybody who is teachable and open and will follow through. Those already spending. People who are already spending works for me. $1,000 I want clients who want to spend dollars to make dollars. I like that, Lenny. Somebody who wants to be successful. The clients are spending on ADV, advertising, I think. So how many businesses, startup business, will survive the first years? How many business, if the startup business, how many will survive the first year? You know, 15%, you know. Do you know what that means? If you help those businesses, you have 90% chance that you are not have a client within a year. So that is the reason one that you prefer to work with a company who is already what longer in business. Second, if you are a startup business, do you make money or you lose money? You lose. The first year, you're happy to break even. Can take 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, but in the beginning, typically, they lose money. So every $100 is a lot of money for them, because imagine you have a bank account, and I was in that position. You have $50,000, and every week you see it lower, 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 lower. And if that continues for 2 years or so, you will be out of money. So they are scared. They will call you every day, every week, if things are working or not. So if you work with a company, who has already a clientele, they have a service in place, they just need more clients. If you bring in more and more clients, they will make more and more money. $100 for them is not a problem. So it is easier to make money from those clients. Okay, it might be a little bit harder to get them as client, but if you have those as clients, you are a much better position. So everybody get that? So if you still prospect, you can better prospect to business who are already spending money online, okay, and are already in business. Now all of you know that focus is very important. Be honest to me. How much time do you spend each day reading emails and checking out offers? Be honest. Is it 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours? Tell me. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. All hours, 3 hours. Way too much time. Okay. 8 hours, 2 hours. Okay, listen, 50 minutes. Okay, we have a good one. 1 plus. Okay, listen. I did the same. Because all those emails, how do you say that? All those emails are attractive. You are struggling and you want to succeed. You want that last tool which makes you money. I'm right? So, and then you read the sales page, and the sales page is more like offers you so much you can't resist, and you end up buying that day again. Have you noticed that I hardly email other people's product? I would make much more money if I would that on a regular basis. Have you noticed that? I don't want you to buy so much. I want you to focus. I can make much more money because I have your trust if I would do that. Believe me, I can make much more money if I would offer every week an offer. I don't want you to buy. I want you to focus. I want you to find your service. I want you to sit down and say, what is my service? What do I have to offer? And you already have the digital marketing team. So the next thing what you have to come up with is select which niche you want to work with. Do you like to work with dentists? Do you like to work with car repair people? Do you like to work with plumbers? Do you guys get that? Or if you don't have that niche preference because you haven't been in the industry yet, you are pretty new and you didn't have a job and you don't have a relationship with a plumber or whatever, you said, I just want to do SEO. Then it's fine, you know, then you don't have a specific niche, but you stay in your area. If you have a niche, you probably need to step out of your area a little bit to expand your client base, because you cannot help 10 plumbers in the same city. Does everybody get that? So I want you to bring back to the focus. Focus is a key in your success. Focus and goals. Okay. So if let me show me let me show this. Can everybody see those 4 buttons? They are small. I cannot make them bigger. You have to watch a little bit closer to your screen. So here is the Lead Finder Jack Home Advisor. And you have 4 choices. And based on the 3 questions I just asked you before, you're going to select what you need. You can search one niche in a city. Let's say, which niche shall I pick today? So I like Florida Boca Raton because that's my city and I know a little bit about it. Boca, where are you? Here you see all those niches. You see that? They are in a small letter. Do you want to in air conditioning? Do you want to be in carpenters? Do you want in ceilings? Do you want to decks? There are so many good niches. Pest control is a very good one. Okay, so now if I select pest control and you see one niche in one city and I click on next, get all the companies who advertise thousands and thousands of dollars each and every month to get new clients. Okay, and this is the part we have improved lead finder jack. Okay, this is the new version, and you see in a quick screen it collected 13 companies, and it jumps automatically to the search screen. Everybody saw this? I don't know if you need to pay attention. Okay, it's going fast. So those you see now in progress bar, and it has much more detail. It finds much more detailed information. We increased your server capacity and we improve the results. So let me stop this and let me go back. So let you say I do SEO. I don't care about the niche. I want to stay in my town. So search all niches in one city. Florida, Boca Raton. And now get all the companies for all niches in Boca Raton. So you see, is it not amazing that you get so many companies in one click? Which spend and that you know beforehand that they spend a lot of money on marketing. Does everybody see how amazing that is? There's so much code behind this, you can't believe it. But that is gold. When you run this program for a week, that data is more worth than your computer. The data what you get is more worth than your computer. Now you can put your computer to work. And instead of checking emails, going to Facebook and all what doesn't deliver the bottom line, you can now just do what the computer is meant to do. You make it a marketing machine. So it found 265 companies, but there are the same companies are also advertising on other niches or other cities. So unique means those are unique companies. I hope I spell it good or pronounce good. So the home advisor niche are typically around related to homes. Okay, so once that is done, I'm not going to finish this because this takes longer. Once that is done, it will jump to search, and it does the same. Everybody get this? You don't need any high skill to do this. It is super easy. Found is, it finds all the businesses in a certain niche and in a certain city. And if the same business is found in another niche or another city, it will count as unique. You know, unique is unique businesses. Unique businesses. If the same business is listed somewhere twice in another category or another city, it will show as found. But unique, it will only be unique business. So I will stop this and I go back to start. Who of you guys have decided on a certain niche? Instead of going wide, you just want to go deep. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what is very amazing. You can, with this tool, the Lead Finder Jack Home Advisor, you can collect all the businesses in a certain niche in the whole state. Do you guys get that? Florida, with 20 million people, you can find those businesses. So if you go Florida, and now I select the niche, and now what did we do? Pest control. You see? Now it find all pest control business who's spending thousands and thousands of dollars each month in one state, in Florida. Does everybody see this, how powerful this is? There's nothing more powerful on the market that I know. And I have quite a bit of relations. Does everybody see this power? This take, okay, please explain again. Unique. Okay, unique. Business A is listed in 2 different cities. It will be double counted in found, but it will only count as 1 in unique because it's the same business. Okay. So if you would stop the search now to the specific found companies, yes, if I stop and I go to campaigns, I got all those businesses here. But they have not too much information yet, and that's for you need to perform a search. In a search, so that is also unique. In some other software products which collect Home Advisor businesses, they will show the Home Advisor phone number. What is a tracking phone number? If you use that as marketing, you are already back to 0. No company like to get called on the marketing phone number. Everybody get it? So Lead Finder Jack is going to look all over the internet to see what their real phone number is. Everybody get that? It has the business and it has the business name and the business address. And it finds in Angie List, in Manta, in Yellow Pages, in Yellow Book, in Local Yahoo, in Merger Circle, Switchboard, Find the Comp, Superpage, City Search, and some more places. It will find the real phone number. And once it is done, it will show in campaigns here, and it will also show in the company detail information. Everybody get it? After the collection of the company name and address, you need to do a detailed search. It will do it automatically if you don't interrupt it. Okay? There is one more powerful step. Anybody knows the next level? What is the next level? So I went after pest control. And pest control, I collect all the companies in one state. One niche in all states. You got it. Is this not amazing? I click on this. One niche. Pest control. And now I can go to bed. It takes a couple of days. Let the computer to work. And it finds thousands and thousands of companies which are pest control businesses. So you can specialize. Specialize, focus, goals is the way to succeed. Are there any plans versus to other countries like United Kingdom? If you come up with an business directory or something like that, we can implement that. The structure is the same. So if you have something what works in the United Kingdom or in Australia, so let me know. Everybody get what Lead Finder Jack at the moment does? This search could take 3 days, correct? This takes a long time. This takes a long time. And do you know what? What would you rather? You work hard or the computer work hard? I don't know where you bought the computer for, but that should be your work computer. You are an internet marketer. Your computer should run the whole time and make money for you. When you go to bed, you sleep well because computer does the prospecting for you. That is maybe a switch in your mind. The computer is your work tool. That is something where you need to use as a tool because you're an internet marketer. Lead Finder Jack Home Advisor will perform thousands and thousands and thousands incredible searches and all kind of things to find business specific information. You cannot believe this simple interface does not will not tell that the program is simple. Let me ask a question. Who of you guys have used another lead scraper? Type in a yes and no. Okay, yes, no, no, yes, yes. Okay. Who of you guys needed proxies to have that, say proxies, something like that. Needed proxies to get that program work, all of them. Don't know what proxy is. Okay, yes. Was that a pain in the ass? did you, I don't know, every proxies, you need proxies and expensive, yes. Okay, so costly too. Okay, so lead finder jack, with lead finder jack, you don't need any proxies. That is the only lead collection software which you don't need proxies. So if you have experience with proxies, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you are new to lead scraping, you know, you just, Mark Helter doesn't need proxies, correct, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work with home advisors. You get blocked. Do you realize? Okay, just realize this, okay? Sooner or later you will understand what I'm saying. If you don't use proxies, you can get shut down from the Google and from the business directory sites. Okay? You take a big risk if you don't use proxies. You are very likely that you're not getting access to AngelList, Home Advisor, Google, and all kind of things. And it is not scarcity what I wanted to tell you, but it is the truth. Sooner I'm banned from Yelp. You see, Tim? And if you use lead finder jack, you're not banned from Yelp. So I wish everybody could see the question box. Okay? And have you ever realized, if you did all this manually, if you have to Google how to get the leads? How do you keep getting from the trouble? Yes, that's a very smart question, Mary, but I'm not going to share that. There is a million, how do you say that? $1 million secret. No other software does this, what we do. How do we know we won't get in trouble? Okay, so I will put the question a little bit different. People who didn't use proxies discovered at a certain point that they get blocked from a site, correct? Has anybody experienced when they use lead finder jack that they get blocked from any site? No. So if you use another program, you will experience that very fast. So Lauren said yes, yes, yes. Can you explain what you mean with that? So so what is proxy? Let me quickly explain what proxies is. So if you go to Google, and you type in what is my IP, you see that, and then I don't know, what is my IP? So if you go, what is my IP, you see in kind of this number. And this number, if you ping a website, it will say it came from that number, from that IP address. And if you ping too often to a website, if you ping too often to a website, that website says, hey, this is not a normal behavior. Everybody get that? So if you want to do leads by hand, it's just not okay. So this is, I just wanted to mention, with Lead Finder Jack you don't need proxies. Let me go back to the presentation. Okay, somebody had a website for United Kingdom. Let me get that quickly so I don't forget that. Thanks, Marcus. What do you guys see now? The presentation? So what you can do with Lead Finder Jack Home Advisor, you can quickly collect businesses either from from, one second, let me lead out the dog. So one niche in one city, all services. No, we don't see your slides. Do you see my slides now or not? What do you see, you guys? Yes. Okay, so recap. One niche in a city, all niches in a city, one niche in a state, and the fourth is one niche in the whole United States. You can select many niches, much more than you can handle. And the good news is, for every niche there is a local Team Jack website for. And that is by purpose. So you can easily prospect businesses and now that you have a website for. An easy sale. You can go after a niche in a certain state. And you can go in the whole United States. So I know everybody knows me now by hand, you know, do a lot of AdWords marketing. I know what works. And let me summarize it. All the business in one niche, one city. All the business in one city. All the business in one niche, one state. And all the business in one niche. And this last one is so powerful. You can And you don't oversee how powerful it is. It takes time to collect that all information, but it's the most powerful prospecting way. If you do prospect, do you see how easy it is to prospect 1,000 business in a week? Did everybody agree that if you run it for the whole day, you can easily prospect 1,000 businesses? And let's just say from those 1,000 businesses where you prospected, you get only one recurring from $200. If you have one business in a week, how much would that result in a year? Do you guys get that? Somebody is very good in counting. That would be 1,400 in a year recurring. No, not 520K. 10,000 per year. Yes. $10,000 and 400 per month. Luis, you cannot expect I read the whole story. So that's 9,006 per month, assuming 4 weeks, but you guys are good. So this will be about 10K per month. So what is your goal? Tell me, is it lower or higher than 10K? Are you happy with 10K per month recurring? Does this meet your goal? And it's very conservative. Okay, I see a couple of no's, but I see also yeses. Okay, what I just show you, that is very, very realistic. Just follow this strategy. Okay, that is not over the top. I guarantee you. So many of you have already lead Final Jack Home Advisor, and now in the beginning it became too popular, and we had to increase the server capacity. That is done now. Okay, now we can accept more users. That is your chance. That is your chance to spring on board for this incredible low price. You will not get any better tool for this price. That is $147 per year. It is not per month. It is not per month, it is per year. So there is nothing better on the market for prospecting for that price. And I don't think there's any better lead finder tool for the United States business to prospect. Kathy sent me supporting so I can check. I cannot check it on the webinar. If you have access to the Home Advisor version, then you're in. Yes, that is the pity. If you are a Mac user, you need an emulator. I know, I wish it was different. Home Advisor and Ultimate are the same thing? Yes. I cannot show Home Advisor on the sales page because that would be a name, protected name. I would, Tammy said, it would pay to get an inexpensive PC if you are a Mac user. Yes, that's what I probably would do. I do have a second computer where Lead Finder Jack runs the whole day. I have immense build-up databases. What do we do once we have all the data? You email them. There are emails in the membership site. When must the search update launch? That will be tomorrow morning. Use an external PC that's online, $20 a month, said Earl. This Home Advisor, if you can do, have it run day and night. It doesn't cut you out anything. The price is yearly. And the reason why the price is yearly is we need to maintain it. I know you like to buy products with one-time payment. You only can do that when you don't expect service and updates. My tools are getting updated, are getting support. If you go in for $47 per quarter, then it stays $47 per quarter. Okay? So, but I cannot promise that we will not increase the price. Once we hit again to the server capacity, we probably will increase the price. I do 2 weekly training webinar, and I will explain in detail, in very detail, how to use the Home Advisor version. It is very, very easy. It's just 4 buttons. You don't need to know more. Is the content for the emails in the Home Advisor same as in the Pro and the standard version? No. The emails are better. Yeah, I think are better and are dedicated for Home Advisor business. We need to work on those. So everybody clicked on the link and got him on his PC? Everybody has the link, so we can continue. Give me yes or no if you have the link, so we can move forward. I need to check out the small Windows computer. What would I need to know? If any suggestions? Yeah, I think if you go to Costco and you buy one for $400 or so, you already have a good one. Okay, trying to copy. Okay, here, let me give it to you here. Okay, we can always come back. In the beginning, we had spoke about a check. Are you still on the line to come live on the webinar? Joe said got it now, okay. I'm here. No, somebody else was it, Tommy. Somebody else. Let me Marcus, are you there? Is Marcus still here? Or we miss Marcus? I think Marcus left. That's a pity. Okay, we can do that the next time then. I have Home Advisor and I'm here. Do you want to speak about your experience, Terry, or if you use it? No, Terry Palma. Okay. Okay, not in the place where I can talk. Okay, yeah, just do it next time. So with that said, I'm going to close the recording and we can do a Q&A at the end. But I want to make sure everybody got the link for Home Advisor. It is still $147 per month. It is a steal for what you get. You will get weekly training with it and professional written emails. I have even an update, so I will put them in the membership site. And Lead Finder server has been increased, so we can accept more users. And I will let you know when we reach again a limit. So thank you so much, and I will stop the recording. So Mark, today you PM'd me in Facebook and you showed me a check. And can you explain? One of the questions we got is how did you prospect that company?
Right, well I have a sneaky little trick, as I call it, around any company. It doesn't matter whether it's, as we say in the UK, plumbers. I think you call them plumbers over there, or electricians. It doesn't matter who they are. I always find I can walk into a business and rather than cold call or send emails, I go in with an interest in a product that they're selling. And today's venture was a sign and print company, and I went in to inquire about banners, outdoor banners for advertising. And I actually sort of know this guy, he knows me. So it's kind of, it won't let me sell to him because he kind of knows that's what I do. But one of the questions I asked him when we were talking about things is, are you keeping busy? Are you still getting customers coming in? And he said to me, it's always a little bit quiet at this time of the year. I could do with, a few more customers. And so I started asking what he was doing and giving him advice and just what I know and what helps. And one of the questions was, what's your website doing for you? Is it working for you? Is it getting leads? Are you attracting the right kind of people? And he said, well, funnily you should say that because my website is pretty much non-existent. And so I showed him mine, which isn't even live yet. It's still in the workings. And I said, just have a look at this and just tell me your honest opinion, see what you think. And he looked at it and he says, wow, I like that. And I explained the concept behind, so I'm using the digital marketing theme, and I explained the concept of why I felt it was a good theme and why it was going to be attracting the clients that I need and such like. And he told me, we went through like the phone numbers, the opt-in forms, the very basics on the front page of showing prospects exactly what you've got to offer very quickly. And he just said, could you do this for me? And I said, well, yeah, yes, of course I can. And we just started talking about prices. Now that idea works as well, because I've also got another one today, which hopefully will pay on Friday, for a plumber. And I've asked him to come out, and he came out this evening, and in my bathroom of all places, I just have a shower. And I said, can you have a look and see whether you could fit a bath in there? And I said, yes, certainly, yeah. So he came out to quote me. So again, while he was here, I was asking if he had enough customers. And he was busy. And I get them to come to me. I get the people like electricians, plumbers, people like that to come to me if there's that type of people, and just get them to give you a quote over something that you might want for your house in the near future, or something that you might want to purchase in the near future. And because you're talking about them, it puts the guard down, and they're happy to talk about themselves and their business. And this is something I was taught by a very high up person that I knew in marketing quite a while ago, and I just decided to implement it, and it works. It's just a very sneaky way of doing it, but it's simplicity, and it does work. So if anybody's out there struggling with cold calling and emailing, give it a try. So
I saw the check. It was for 1,200 British pounds, $1,800 American dollar. So, so how did you feel confident to ask so much for it?
Yeah, yes, I did, because I started. I had this like, I had the cost, because I've got the enterprise, and I was thinking about the cost at the time. I was thinking about the cost of that, and as you know, Jack, I'm wanting to get other products from yourself, because I'm just blown away how simplicity of them and the way they just simply work. And I was costing this up in my head, and I'm thinking, how much do I need to come to? And I've got a figure going around in my head, and I'm thinking, right, let's go in and start with the website at 497. But then I spoke about social media, then I spoke about a video, then I spoke about everything I could think of. And he really wanted like a bit of everything. It wasn't so much the ongoing of.
I got it now. So you showed the digital marketing team, and it had different kind of service on it, and the client said, I want this too, I want this too, I want this too. Huh?
Yeah, and I just implied the importance of it's not just being online, it's how online are you, and that resonated with him, and obviously realised that he didn't have what he needed, and he needed to Google, and he needed this, Facebook, he needed quite a bit doing, and so it just went one after the other. And before I know it, he was pulling out his checkbook for 1,200 UK pounds. That was happy days to me, and we haven't even finished talking yet because he knows that there's going to be future work. He wants to do it in a section and then discuss what needs to be done after that. So we haven't even got to reoccurring yet. So
exactly.
I'll put that to him, because when he sees how good everything is and where everything's going to be and how it all slots together, I'm very, very confident that he'll have no hesitation in a monthly fee. I don't know what that will be just yet until I dig a little bit deep into his budget, because he hasn't done too much advertising. So, like you were explaining earlier, Jack, about looking for people that are out there spending money, there's also those that should be spending but just don't know how to as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a little bit more of a soft sell with those, but I always find you find a good market for that. If you look at a search term in a certain town, for a certain city or whatever, for a certain niche, or whether it be a plumber, electrician, a sign and print, doesn't matter what it is, if there's Google AdWords showing up, people are spending in that niche.
Yes.
And you can see what's been spent roughly. And so that I kind of gauge from that whether them type of people are actually spending on advertising. And you can explain that to the clients then as well, that's why they're there, because that's what they're doing. And of course they want what they've got then. So that's another angle that I look at that from.
Yes. So do you think, did you read the text on the digital marketing team, or you only just saw the image and you spoke to it?
No, I brought it up on his computer, because obviously we've been in sign and print, and they have computers there, so I just showed him on my computer, and then I actually showed him on the mobile as well, which was, that boosted by 100, that just boosted by a simple 100 UK pounds by showing him the mobile, and said, yes, I can make yours do that as well. So, you've just got to be constantly thinking, but if you have a little plan in your head, I think, before, like you were saying, look at what your service is,
yeah,
and listen, and look at what's appropriate to that company. And it's surprising just how quickly, in the right order, you can upsell them just by showing them. You don't have to sell them; they sell themselves, because they want what you've got or what the other people in their industry have got.
That showing on the mobile, that was actually very smart for you.
So it's yeah, it's I'm not a salesperson at all. I really hate the phone. I hate picking up and calling people. So it doesn't, that to me, that's such a simplistic way to do that.
So, but the question I have a little bit is, on the digital marketing, did he see only the home page, or he clicked on the images and he read the content?
Yeah, he actually clicked. I don't think he had a chance really to read all the content. What was on the front page was explaining pretty quickly what each section was. So I think he kind of already knew that. He did go through them and have a look. So. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was a little bit important to me, how the content was of that converted.
Yeah, I mean, some of mine I've slightly changed a little bit of mine, not a lot. Only one I've taken off actually at the moment is reputation management, because it's not the biggest in the UK. It's up and coming, but it was a bit like QR codes and things like that. People just didn't grasp it at all in the UK, where it's quite big in other countries.
Yeah, so maybe it's not a big issue in the United Kingdom, but
yeah, I mean, it's just coming up with citations and such like are just starting to work through now and starting to take effect with the new Google algorithms. I couldn't even say that then. Yeah, it's becoming a little bit more apparent now, and obviously I have a little bit of an insider because I used to be a Google trusted photographer doing 360 photographs for Google businesses. I got to see a lot behind the scenes with Google in a lot of respects there, but the amount of change in the last 6 to 8 months is huge. You know, it's really gone very mobile, very local, and it has changed a lot. And obviously the name changed as well. So
Google for Business.
Yeah, it's gone more for Google for Business instead of, well, it's been to really Google Places and Google Local.
Yeah, they keep screwing it up.
Yeah, yeah, which is one of the reasons I came away from the photography side, because they kept pushing us boundaries, and then it just got a bit ridiculous after a bit. So that's why I've come back to doing this side of it now. So
let me ask the members, any question for Mark before we end the webinar? Okay, I think we covered it all. So Mark,
anybody can ask me in the Facebook as well.
Yeah, be active in the.
And I'm gladly answer anybody. If anybody PMs me, I'll help out. I'm that type of person. I like to get involved and like to help out and give back.
So tell him thanks. What is your last name? Is Lee? I see it.
It's Lee Crowther. It's a double-barreled name is my surname. So it stands out. There's only one of me in the world.
Yeah. So just start a post, and then people can.
I will do that for the webinar. Yes.
Yeah.
Certainly. Well, thank you for having me on. And
no, thanks for sharing your experience.
No, I will keep you updated on that. But yeah, I intend to push and really push hard, because you know you're providing tools, and it's just to getting out there and doing it and taking action, and that's what I intend to do.
Okay, so thanks Lee, Mark. Sorry, thanks Mark Lee, and thanks everybody for being on the call and the training. I think we got a lot of content tonight, and I want to thank everybody for joining this training, and like to see you all coming Sunday. And if everything goes well, I have some big update. So grab now the Logo Team Jack BizFinder, the Home Advisor version. Put your computer to work, and let's speak coming Sunday about the next step. Thank you so much.